My name is Desiree Stevenson, and this is my Lest We Forget project over Alexander Graham Bell. This is my introduction of myself. My name is Desiree Stevenson. I am taking the class of United States History 2 at Howard College. I am taking this class to help me get my final degree in Science of Criminal Justice to become a lawyer prosecutor. I am expected to graduate in May of 2020 with my associate's degree in criminal justice. Then I will go to UTPB in Odessa, Texas to start pre-law school. I am a full-time mom and wife. I also go to school full-time and work full-time, so I usually have a lot of things on my plate to juggle. But I always get through it and manage to balance things out. I've chosen the historical figure Alexander Graham Bell because he invented the phone and is still relevant to this day because of that. Having a phone now is how most people communicate these days. Not most people communicate the old-fashioned way by sending out handwritten letters by horse or by bird. He first became interested in the science of sound because both his mother and wife were deaf. His experiments in sound eventually led him to want to send voice signals down a telegraph wire. Alexander Graham Bell and Joseph Henry together observed with mutual enthusiasm the sound produced by passing an electric current through an insulated spiral of copper wire. I believe Alexander Graham Bell was a very important historical figure and still is, because he invented the telephone. Do you think he is important? Where would we be at today if we didn't have phones? His mother was almost deaf, and his father taught electrocution to the deaf, influencing Alexander's later career choice as a teacher of the deaf. At age 11, he entered the Royal High School at Edinburgh, and he did not enjoy the compulsory curriculum, and he left school at age 15. Without graduating, Alexander passed the entrance examinations for University College London in June of 1868. While pursuing his teaching profession, Bell also began researching methods to transmit several telegraph messages simultaneously over signal wire, major focus of telegraph innovation at the time, and one that ultimately led to Bell's invention of the telephone. Alexander Graham Bell followed his dream like any child wants to do, is be just like their parents. He kind of followed in the footsteps of his father. He wanted to be a teacher for the deaf because of his mom was fully deaf and his father was partially deaf. So that is what started studying sound and made telegraphic waves, and that is eventually how he invented the telephone. He wanted to help his parents' life be easier and trying to do good for his family. Alexander Graham Bell should be a remembered historical figure because he created the telephone. Once he created more and more telephones, and it got bigger and it was spreading across the world, and it was a different way of communication. People used to only communicate through handwritten letters sent by a bird with a message or by a mail carrier on a horse. So having telephones now has made communication a lot easier because all we have to do now is pick up the phone, dial the telephone number, and then you're talking to the person you wish to speak to in seconds. Because where would the world be at now if telephones were never created? In my project, I used two sources. The first one was my main source. The second one, I relied on a little bit of source because it taught a little more information I could have used than what my information, like just one topic.